Welcome to PelviBiz podcast. I'm Dr. Kelly Alhui. I've grown my pelvic health practice, orthopelvic physical therapy, and now I'm helping pelvic health professionals do the same. Each week, I give you the knowledge you need to grow your practice. Let's get into today's episode.
Many of you are familiar with the name, but if it's new to you, Jane is a HIPAA-compliant all-in-one practice management software and the sponsor of our show today. The team at Jane know your time is valuable, and they designed online intake forms to help you reduce admin work and so that you can take back your treatment time. Whether you need to collect patient or client data, insurance policy information, health history, or consents, Jane's online intake forms offer a safe and secure way to gather everything you need before your patients walk through your door. You can also collect payment details securely through your intake forms via Jane's PCI-compliant payment solution, saving your patients time at checkout. To learn more about how Jane's intake forms can help, head to jane.app/guide to book a one-on-one demo with a member of their team. If you're ready to get started, you can use the code PelviBiz1mo at the time of sign up to get a 1-month grace period applied to your new account.
All right, so I just posted a reel about student loan debt, and I really want to talk about this because I know these student loan payments are really coming into play, and this is something that was stressing me out pretty much my entire freaking career after getting out of PT school. It just stressed me out. So talking about student loan debt today. And what I realized was this. I had over $200,000 student loan debt. I think it was like 230, something like that, something crazy. I went to a private school, so the loans were crazy. Plus, my interest rate was at 9% in student loans. 9%, guys, because I went to school during the recession. So to borrow money then, it costs you a lot of money. Okay. So that being said, I went to 5 different states in 9 years thinking that I could help solve my student loan problem. I encountered the same exact problem. When I got out of school, I was making $62,000. I had over $200,000 student loan debt. I worked 2 to 4 jobs each. Pilates instructor, personal trainer, worked on movie sets, and I was also clinical director of every single clinic that I worked at around the US. And all that being said, it only got me this. It only got me to live in a 1-bedroom apartment that was 550 square feet. And they were all the same, by the way, wherever I lived. Okay. They were all the same. And it only allowed me to pay $50,000 in 8 years of my student loan debt. That's it. And I never missed a payment. I was paying like $2,000 a month. Okay. And come to find out, when I actually started working for myself, something clicked and I was like, man, I started working for myself. Within 1 year, I was able to pay $150,000 in student loan debt. $150,000 student loan debt. That's insane. No one ever taught us this. Okay. And here's the crazy thing. If I were to continue working for someone else, it would have taken me 21 years paying $2,000 a month to pay for my student loans. And I would have paid an extra $160,000. $160,000 I would have paid extra on top of the $230,000 if I would continue to work for someone else. How freaking nuts is that? Instead, by paying it off early, I save myself at least over $100,000. Isn't that crazy? But this is what it's like coming out and being a PT, at least in my experience. Okay. It's too crazy. Like you cannot survive unless you have like 5 jobs. Okay. And even then you're going to kill yourself trying to do that. It's just not worth it. It doesn't make sense. So I figured out there had to be a smarter way. So this is why I'm an entrepreneur, because no one ever told me this. No one ever told me, Kelly, you work for yourself, you can pay off the student loans. Like, you got to be able to pay the student loans off, and you're not going to be able to do that if you work for someone else. It's just not the case. I think it's a massive problem that no one's talking about. It's like, how do we solve this? And here's the other thing. Why do we all invest in freaking school? Okay. $200,000. But the second that I'm like, oh my God, I had to spend money on like a business coach, whatever, and then I freak out. Why is that? I just spent $200,000 to get so much in debt for so many years and so much pain and so much freaking tiredness from all the freaking jobs I worked. But I don't want to invest in myself. It makes no freaking sense after school because now I'm in all this debt. Invest in yourself, guys. A, it's a tax write-off. And B, that's how you're going to learn how to actually get and make more money so you could pay your student loans. It's the only way that I was able to do that is I invested in a coach, and then I was able to understand a different side that they never taught us in school, that I was now able to be like, oh my God, why didn't they teach us this? Why? Why didn't they teach us this in school? So now I can pay off my student loans. It's crazy. It's crazy. They don't teach us. Okay. I'm very passionate about this because these student loans was like a weight over my head for years and years and years. Like, how much am I going to have to pay these things? And I never missed a payment ever. I just worked more jobs, and all that got me was freaking so tired and so burnt out. It just wasn't worth it. Now I understand, switch the role. You got to work for yourself, and you can pay that student loans off faster. And then you can say, okay, fine, school was an investment. It was a good investment. If you're just coming out and just working for someone else, school is not a good investment. So lesson of the morning today. So I get hype about it because it was painful. It was painful. Okay. So hopefully everyone's having a great day. Bye guys.
I consider myself a business and life coach. Are you ready to live the life of your dreams as an entrepreneur? If so, let's chat. See the episode notes below and go ahead and book a call. See you all next week.